Hey y'all. Okay, this is episode 3 of What They Don't Teach You in Hair School. Make sure you eat. Make sure you eat because as you get out of hair school, you're hungry. Meaning you're hungry to build your clientele, to get the experience, to do what you do best, to be you, to be free, to create, to make money. And you're going to keep going and going and going. But you're going to forget to make sure you set aside some time to eat. So just like you schedule your clients, this is one tip. Schedule your time to eat. First of all, make sure when you like say your first appointment, make sure you're drinking your water in the morning before you start. And then you got to know your body. If you're a morning eater, an evening eater, afternoon eater, I'll get into that. That's a whole nother story. But make sure that you get something to eat, whether you prepared the night before or before you leave. If you're running late, still make sure you put something in your mouth that's going to give you some type of nutrition, but to make sure your body is taken care of. So episode 3, make sure you eat. For years, and even till now, I'm just getting the hang of it. I didn't make time to eat. Then when I did eat, I ate what was around. Chips, a candy bar, coffee. Nothing. Sometimes I would go almost 10, 12 hours and didn't eat anything because of my adrenaline, how I work. You know what I mean? I'm a mover, I'm active, I'm fast. And I just did not make time. And now in my 40s, late 40s, mid 40s, my body is saying this is what's going to happen because you didn't take care of me in your 20s, your 30s, and your early 40s. You just now getting it, but there's consequences to everything. Period. It's no like things can be reversed and stuff like that, but it's never too late to start. And whatever your situation may be, just like mine, all I can do is move forward. I know what I need to do now, and I make sure I make time. Now, sometimes I do slip up. I don't always do what I'm supposed to do, but I know. So, and I'm telling you all, for all those who are coming up, make sure you make time to eat. Again, a tip is, just like you schedule your clients, schedule your time to sit down, get a moment to sit down, breathe, take a moment, get outside of that environment, whether that's walking out the door. I do that all the time. At times, if I have a minute, if I got 30 seconds, I will get myself and walk out my salon and walk outside, take a minute, sit, and come right back and do it all over. The body, you got to pay attention to your body. You got to pay attention to you. And then you got to ask yourself, well, what time do you notice that you get like a little, you know what I mean? Pay attention to that. You don't want to wait till you're starving. Actually, do it before you start getting real hungry. And you're like, oh my God. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to be your best self. You can make mistakes. You wonder why this didn't come out right. It's not the color. It's not the what you call it. It's you. Your body is telling you, look, I cannot function without some type of nutrition. So make sure you set time to eat. And they do not teach you that in hair school. So let me share what I learned recently. Now I do all types of food preps anyway, but the most recent thing is a lot of times I will make my salads. I'll make it in a bowl daily, put it in here, wrap it up, bring it to work. So you got this big old bowl trying to fit in my refrigerator when I sell other things or do other things in the refrigerator. So I saw on there they have these salad cups or whatever. I didn't get the salad cups, but what I did was I found the mason jars, and I got, this is a 32 ounce. So what you can do is you can make your salad, you can make a bunch of these, like for the week, maybe 4 or 5, or how many days you in for the week. Make that. This is actually a pink jar. And then have your bowl already at work, your plate or whatever. It don't have to be a salad. It could be a meal. Put it in first. So you're going to put your wet stuff at the bottom, or whatever juicy stuff at the bottom. Or if you have a meal that is kind of like wet, put that at the bottom. For example, like if you have collard greens, you can put that at the bottom. So, and then you build on top, because if these are going to be, several of these are going to be sitting for a few days sealed, that food in there that if the wet is on top of it, that's going to kind of mess it up. So pay attention to, you know, that. But anyway, I can make a few of these. I bring it to work. I already have my bowl and fork put aside, and I pour it into the bowl. I also like the dried onions, peppers, and then these are apple chips. They're like croutons, but they're dried apple chips, peppers, jalapeno peppers, onions. Is that it? Yeah. That's what that is. So I put that in something like this. They're called snack bags. So if you go in your section, you'll see where the sandwich bags, they got all different sizes, and you want to pick the snack bag. So for little stuff like this, put it in here. So I made a salad, and I cannot show this right now because my client will be here shortly, and I want to enjoy my food. So I'm just going to show you what I did. So this is a 32 ounce. I have the cucumbers. I have some ramen noodles, because it's almost like having a pasta salad. Tomatoes, the cut up cabbage is like, this is like, well, actually this is broccoli and carrots shredded. And then this is a spring mix greens. So it's a mixture of different greens. And then I have a boiled egg at the top. So I got my protein, my vegetables, and a little starch. And then, y'all know I love my Olive Garden, but I wasn't sure if I had it here, and I do. It's in the refrigerator, but this is in the refrigerator. I bought this, and I can keep this here. And I got this this is called Organicville. I got this from Trader Joe's. And this is no added salt, Italian vinaigrette and marinade. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this, pour it into the bowl, top it with this, and then I have my salad. And y'all, this is my first time doing this, and it's just as dried as if I was to make this daily, because you got it in this glass container and you got it sealed with this. So this is like a mason jar. This is perfect. So look, notice when you do your bowl, you put your lettuce on top, and then you put your other stuff in there. So I was like, I can do this with a meal. So if I did like a salmon, rice, and a green, I would do the greens at the bottom, may do the salmon in the middle, and the rice on top. I gotta think about it. But if the salmon is like a saute, I don't mind the salmon being at the bottom. The juice will actually keep it kind of softened and nice and moist. So yeah, I'm still pouring stuff. I love big salad, so that's why I got this 32 ounce. And y'all, it's literally like a fresh. Oh, you know what, y'all? My refrigerator, I got it freaking on hot, like really frozen, like real cold. So my cucumbers are kind of frozen. Dang. But anyway, there you go. I got my salad. Then I'm going to take my croutons of different flavors, put that on top. Gonna watch a little Netflix before my client comes. Y'all, I eat big salads. They're like big meals, and they're very filling, very tasty, very good. And there you go. I set aside some time, and I'm good. So, episode 3, what they don't teach you in hair school, make sure you eat. Make sure you take time to eat. Make sure you take time just to give yourself some time between clients, because you got a lot of energy, you got a lot of different personalities, you got a lot coming in, and it's coming in at you. So you got to take control and make sure you take care of yourself. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Have you all subscribed? Anybody who's viewing right now, have y'all subscribed? Just hit the subscribe button. So whenever I do something, it's going to come up. But I would appreciate it. My goal is to be monetized by the beginning of 2024. That would be nice. And if not, it's okay. This is my hobby. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it because I get to share me and what I'm about. And I think I'm rambling too much. So you all have a good rest of the day. Bye.